To move straight to the basket for two.
Bridges to the basket. He hammers it home.
The newest addition to the New York Knicks. Out here looking like I could be your agent. How you done? Shout out Lil Mo Mozzarella. Kenny C back on the ones and twos to get in here and break down this blockbuster, this mega deal that we saw transpire last night between the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets, the East River rivals. Who would have thunk that this would ever come to fruition? Everybody would have said you were crazy if you had the take that the Knicks and the Nets would trade to get Mikal Bridges at the Garden. The Knicks acquired Mikal Bridges in exchange for part of their future, mortgaging part of their future, and I'll explain why I say part in a second. The Knicks give the Nets Bojan Bogdanovic 4 unprotected firsts, 1 protected first from the Bucks, an unprotected pick swap, and a second rounder in exchange for Bridges and a 2026 second rounder as well. This is the move that the Knicks needed to make. They welcome in a slasher, not a superstar. I wouldn't put him on that pedestal, but he's undoubtedly of star caliber. Slasher, highly athletic, one of the most efficient free throw shooters with a .81% last year, averages 19.6 points per game. This is a guy that's going to drive the lane, drive the rack, and get you buckets. You throw him in the mix with now Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, I'll get to that. They have to get that done. Julius Randle and Mitch Robinson, because from all the reports that we're seeing on Twitter, probably not going to be able to retain Isaiah Hartenstein. He's going to want too much money. Unfortunately, he was so good for the Knicks last year. I love the guy, but he's probably going to walk. You're looking at a squad. You are now looking at a Knicks team with depth. We all know that Thibodeau doesn't really like to use his bench, but now he's going to have to, because when you have the likes of Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, and Deuce McBride coming off the bench, you got to get him into the rotation, and I'm sure he will. The Villanova Knicks, Brunson, Bridges, Hart, and DiVincenzo. You absolutely love to see it. This move is what the Knicks needed to do. They've been rebuilding for I don't know how long. The last decade, prior to 2020, 2021, before Randle got to New York, and Randle really made things happen and was the spark plug for this. You get a healthy New York Knicks team, the sky's the limit. This is a team that was the 2nd seed in the East last year. They now have the 5th best odds to win the finals. I think that they can contend with the Boston Celtics. And hell, I thought if they were healthy and were able to beat the Pacers in this past postseason, they probably could have taken the Celtics 6 games. I don't think they would have won the series. The Celtics deservedly so. They won the finals. I don't think they would have beat them. I think they would have took them 6 games. Now you throw Bridges into the mix. I think that the Knicks could beat the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals this coming season. You now have the star power to contend with the Celtics wings with the likes of Tatum, Brown, and Drew Holiday, who's one of the premier defensive players in the league, arguably the best next to Rudy Gobert. Here's my next point with that. With Drew Holiday being a solid, really great two-way player, OG Anunoby, arguably the best two-way player in the league, you have to ink this guy. I understand the injury concerns. You have to keep him in New York. According to Woj, that's what the Knicks are doing. This is a guy that's probably going to demand anywhere from $35 to $40 million annually. Give him a 5-year deal. Give him a 4 or 5-year deal. I know they're up against the hard cap. The Knicks had the assets. The Knicks had the cap space to go out and make moves like this. Leon Rose is a wizard. The Knicks still have 5 first-round picks over the next 3 years, including tonight, draft night, the 24th and 25th overall pick in the first round. Maybe you go after Isaiah Hartenstein's replacement because you know Mitch Robinson has struggled to stay on the court and his health has been in question. Maybe you go out and you get a Khalil Ware, or you get a Deron Holmes. Maybe Philip Kowski is there. Maybe you get Adam Bona. There are options for the Knicks, or they go out in free agency. Valanciunas, I've heard, is a name floated around that the Knicks could go after. You get another depth piece, another depth big man. This move was what the Knicks needed to do. They needed to add a star to the lineup, and they did so. I absolutely love the move. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you want to do? Let me know. And real quick, before I end this thing, potentially Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets. I don't know, because the Nets went out and made another trade, since we're talking Brooklyn basketball as well. The Nets went out and made another trade where the Rockets got a 2025 pick swap, a 2027 first rounder from the Suns, which was the Suns pick, and the rights to 2 of the most favorable 2029 first round picks. The Nets get 2 more first rounders. So the Nets have a stable. They're trying to they have now expanded their cap space and expanded their assets for years to come. This is a clear team in a rebuild. After the big 3 flopped 3 seasons ago, now the Nets are in rebuild mode. So Brooklyn, maybe you'll have your time. You had your time with the big 3. It is time for the New York Knicks to make some noise. What do you think?